Welcome, everyone, to Diversifying Funding and Strengthening Your Research Portfolio. My name is Gina Stouffer. I am the Assistant Director of Research Development at the Medical School Office of Research in the Grant Services and Analysis Office. Thank you for joining us today for this virtual seminar. We presented by Grant Services and Analysis, and then in partnership with the Taubman Health Sciences Library, the Michigan Medicine Corporate and Foundation Relations Office, and Fast Forward Medical Information.
So good morning. As Gina said, I'm Jackie Freeman from the Taubman Health Sciences Library. I am part of a team that provides one-on-one consultations and sessions like this one for groups across campus, regardless of the discipline. So we also maintain a guide that provides links to subscription tools and campus resources, and you'll see a bit of the guide in slide number 3. So today, I'll be focusing on finding non-federal funding opportunities in the subscription database Pivot. I'll show you an example of searching Pivot using the following case study. So you're a clinician doing infectious diseases research. You've had success securing NIH funding, and you'd like to know how to find other funders and ways to be efficient with your time. That may sound like a familiar information need to many of you. A good place to start is the Research Funding and Grants Guide. The link for the guide is guides.lib.umich.edu/research funding. So feel free to use the link to follow along if you'd like. I'm also highlighting here that we have a form for requesting a consultation. You can access the consultation form along the left side of the page, just under the photo of my colleagues, or by even clicking on the photo itself, and that will launch the form. We will also drop those links into chat for you. Below the consultation link, under Quick Links, you will find the link to Pivot, the database I'll be showing today. If you're part of the Ann Arbor campus, please be sure to use the Pivot Ann Arbor link, as each subscription is unique to its campus. The Pivot database is also called Pivot RP, and it's a Clarivate product. When you use the library link for Pivot, you will see this page with the M Library branding to denote our library subscription. Sometimes that can be a bit confusing. People think they're using an internal product, but they are on Pivot when they see a screen that looks like this. Pivot can be used to search for funding in any discipline. It contains links to opportunities from foundations, nonprofits, associations, commercial industry, private sector, multinationals, as well as the federal, state, and non-US funders that you might expect. So I'll show you some ways to work efficiently and some tips for searching. In the upper right-hand corner on this slide, you'll see that when you're in Pivot, there's a drop-down menu for creating a free account and logging in. When you click to create an account, you'll need to use your UMich email address and create a new password for Pivot. We do not have an institutional login option. If you already have an account, you can click on Sign In here. To prepare to search, we recommend thinking broadly. So based on our example case, our need is for funding for infectious diseases research. We can include specific types along with broader terms. Pivot allows for the use of Boolean search strings. So note that I've placed the phrases that are 2 or more words in quotation marks, and I use the Boolean operator capital OR between my related terms. I ran the search for opportunities related to infectious diseases. On the left side of the page are a number of filters I could apply to the search. Note that funder types filters will vary by the search you perform. In this case, we are seeing opportunities from each of the funder types that Pivot searches, and we can narrow our focus to one or more of these. As you explore Pivot for yourself, you will notice additional filters that could be helpful, including the career stages filter, which can narrow the opportunities in categories like mid-career and to established in the field, early career and emerging in the field, other opportunities aimed at postdocs, graduate students, and undergraduate students. Those seeking R01 opportunities and similar mechanisms from non-NIH funders can use the early career and emerging in the field filter. In the center of the page are the opportunities themselves. Beside each one is a small magnifying glass icon for viewing a brief overview, or you can click the title to see the detailed view. Here's the detailed view of one opportunity from Novo Nordisk. Consider the detailed view as you would an abstract. So while the full authoritative details and application are at the funder link, which Pivot provides for every opportunity at the top of the detail page, this page is going to give you a quick overview so you can determine whether this opportunity is relevant to you. Here you'll find information on the amount of the award, allowable costs, the full abstract describing what the funder's interested in funding, details about eligibility, keywords that describe the opportunity, and upcoming deadlines. You can use the keywords that this opportunity was tagged with to improve your search. Here I have discovered a keyword, microbial pathogenesis, that I hadn't thought of, and I can add that phrase to my search. The new search is now on the right, and I can go back to the home page to rerun the search. Additionally, you can click on any of the keywords that you find that are appropriate, and Pivot will run a search just based on that particular keyword. From the detail page and going back one screen, I can return to all of my results. At this point, I want to be sure that I'm logged in order to use the full functionality of Pivot. When you're logged in, your name will appear in the upper right corner of the screen. And at this point, you can save your search when you're satisfied with it. A saved search can send you alerts of new opportunities matching your search terms. And you can save an unlimited number of searches. You can also work with individual opportunities by selecting them using the checkbox beside the title. Once you have selected one, the option to track, share, export, and dismiss appears. Tracking is useful for tagging opportunities to review later. Perhaps these are ones that maybe don't have a confirmed due date yet. So you'll track them, and sort of keep an eye on them in the background. Sharing allows you to send opportunities to collaborators or assistants using their email addresses. You can export opportunities in a number of file types, including Excel and Microsoft Word. And marking an opportunity with dismiss means you won't ever see that opportunity again. So you might want to use that with some caution. Saved searches are stored in Pivot and can be found by clicking on the house icon at the top left of the screen. For each saved search, you can choose to turn on or off the alert. An active alert appears with an envelope icon. As an alternative to turning on the alert, you can simply return to Pivot and your saved searches, click the search to rerun it, and have the option to view all of the results or only the new ones since you last ran the search. This option is helpful if you don't want to receive emails in your inbox, but perhaps you have a workflow with a research day where you come back to Pivot and check periodically. Other options are found under the drop-down menu, and they include sharing your results, perhaps with members of your team. So to summarize, Pivot is a great discovery tool, in my opinion, allowing you to customize your searches using unlimited keywords that you select. Identifying some potential opportunities in Pivot can help guide your conversations with UM research offices. And the link for Pivot as I've mentioned earlier, can be found on our research funding guide and grants guide page, along with other tools and links to our consultation form. Finally, if you are looking for more depth about how to use Pivot than I was able to provide today, Pivot has several short training videos aimed at researchers. So on this slide are just two of those, and we will drop the link to the videos from Pivot in the chat. And that's all from me. So thank you for your time and attention.